everybody, it's Chugga Conroy. Welcome back to more The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword. Last time, we saved the life of the Thunder Dragon, attaining the final piece of the Song of the Hero. And he told us that if we're ever back in the area once more, we should go and see him, as we will be most pleased by it. This time, we are headed back down there to be most pleased. Yeah, we're just in a convenient spot to do this. We're never going to be closer to Lanayru Desert than just leaving it. The only requirement is that you've left Lanayru Gorge and re-entered it since then. This is worth your time, and I recommend that you go and take care of this because it won't take too much of your time, and I got some pretty good tips for it, so might as well go back. Besides, that certain reward has been hyped for a while now. While we are down here, some people were a little bit curious as to something I hadn't thought of myself. That was really where I was like, there right there for a second. I guess I'm talking too fast. I better work on that. What happens if you hit the time shift stone again after bringing back the Thunder Dragon? He just seemingly has flown off somewhere in the last couple thousand years because who wants to hang out in a world that's already ended? I commend him just circling the globe in the skies like many dragons of legend are known to do. You can do that. If you were to return it to the present time before curing him, he would have turned back into the sack of bones, so you do change history in doing that. Master Thunder Dragon is strong again, Vroom. I better go and use the stool right over here. You will momentarily be thankful that there is a stool conveniently placed there. Finally, Link, you really did come back. Glad to see it. Well then, let's have some fun. Or maybe a hero such as yourself has no time for playing around. Well, what I offer is more than mere child's play. I would have you face challenges that draw upon the many hardships you've experienced thus far. Like, trying not to cry at that reunion with Zelda. Look to the past to understand the future. That's what I say. And I think you will find that you have much to gain in revisiting your own past. So what do you say, Link? I'm game! You're a true hero, that's the spirit. Then if you would permit me, I'll take a peek at your past experiences. Indeed, you have done some amazing things like battling fierce foes and overcoming the daunting trials in the Silent Realm. Alright then, based on those experiences, you can choose one of two exciting challenges. Which one would you like to try? Pick whichever one you like. No one is going to pick the Silent Realm. This is just a time attack mission to try to get your route as optimized as possible. I'll show the breakdown of prizes on screen right now, but we've seen those already. Instead, we're going to battle. You want to do battle? Fantastic! I like your moxie. Because you chose battle, I will select from only the toughest opponents you've ever faced. And I will use my power to recreate the same battle so you can face your greatest enemies once more. You're being a good sport, so I'll reward you. Do well enough, and I might give you something truly special, an absurdly sturdy shield. Oh, but if you lose... Well, let's just say that this isn't just a game. If you lose, it's all over. You won't be going home in one piece. Still interested? Yes, please. Spoken like a little warrior. I like it. Alright then, which period of your journey would you like to face an enemy from? This is your one and only chance to pick which one you face first. This is a boss rush, and to leave is to take whichever prize he is offering you at the current tier. I recommend that you pick whichever one gives you the most trouble, as you can reset and not really lose much progress. Besides, it is also good practice for the one that you are afraid of the most. But for sake of example, I think I'm actually gonna go toward the beginning. I don't feel it necessary to show every last fight here in these rematches. Let's start with Girahim, just to kind of make things a little bit simple. Again, kind of a dumb move, but I think it is kind of good for showing what I want. He's that creepy guy you fought in Skyview Temple. Hey, don't talk about his fabulosity like that. Girahim is a fun bad guy, and you know it. He's great. I forgot to tell you something. The only items you can use in battle are the items you would have had at the time. Yep, that's it. Also, pouch items are prohibited. I thought I said pooch items for a second. I know that sounds really hard, but you fought these guys once before, so I've got to keep it interesting. Maybe I am being a little too rough on you here. Tell you what, I'll let you take the shield you currently have equipped. You all set? You got a shield and everything? If you're ready, we're gonna do this for real. Are we ready? Let's do this. Psych yourself up for this! what he is saying is true that you will not have the items. However, your sword does remain powered up. You do at least have that much going into these fights. As a result, you do a lot more damage. After just, if I can line myself up nicely here. Yes, I can. After merely 4 hits, Girahim is already in phase 2. He's a great example of showing just how far we have come. And why not? Let us parry you. Come here. Oh. Wow, I botched that timing really horrible. Again, I think Moldarok would have been a better first boss fight in the way of difficulty, personally. It's actually kind of funny. In the demo of Skyward Sword, Moldarok was the boss of Faron Woods, not the Skyview Temple, but Faron Woods itself, so had that not just been a beta placeholder, he would have been fought before Girahim, so I'm not entirely wrong, am I? Oh, there we go. Almost got you down. I think just one more cycle of attacks and you're done. Boom, 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 boom. Yep, that's it. 48 seconds. And now that there's less going on, I love the Thunder Dragon so much. He's got such a personality on him. I mean, just look at him, all big and strong and all glowy and not a recolor of the Water Dragon like some people. I love this guy. He's so charming in his personality. I like his voice clips where he's like, dude, actually, I'll be quiet. You can hear that, yeah. First time reliving that battle, celebrate with a little prize for your efforts. That clap is just so classy. I like this guy a lot. He's got a lot of personality. He's kind of fun. He's surprisingly animated for like this wise old guy who's just kind of sitting there meditating. I do quite like him. Just look at you. Your mere existence bringing up my opinion of Faron Woods in this part of the game. That is the mark of a truly great character. Yeah. All right, so another reward is on the table. The more battles you win, the better reward when you finish. As mentioned before, I've got lots of rewards, including an absurdly sturdy shield. Makes you want to just leap right into another fight, doesn't it? However, I bet you can see where I'm going with this. If you fail, that's the end of our little game. And keep in mind that your shield durability and hearts will carry over from battle to battle. It makes the battles all the more exciting. Quit now, and you'll get yourself a not too shabby 20 rupees. But the next win will net you a fabulous small treasure. What will it be? Do you want to continue? Why not? That's what I'm talking about, but there's one more thing. For consecutive battles, I get to choose what opponent comes next. I mean, you don't really want to have to pick an enemy every time, did you? Now you get to look forward to finding out who your opponent is at the start of each battle. But enough chatter. Let's get this fight started. Just what I was hoping for, actually. I wanted to mention that whenever there is an enemy that you face multiple times, such as Girahim or the Imprisoned in a later fight, he will always choose the earlier fights before the later ones, by my experience. I've never seen him pick them out of order, and I don't believe he can. This is also kind of bad. You know what? Actually, something I haven't taken advantage of in these fights, just because I guess it would have been useful in getting on the Grusinator, but there is a big updraft in the middle that lets you go all the way up and skydive to wherever you want. It is a bit time-consuming, so I don't really like to use it or think to use it terribly often, but it's there for you if you want it. Whoop! I was very tempted to faceplant right there, but when your health carries over from battle to battle, it kind of pays to not try to be funny. Go down again. Unfortunately, your sword being powered up does not mean that you'll beat this guy in fewer cycles. He doesn't go based on damage, he goes based on hits. There are other tactics that you can use against various bosses. You can just throw bombs at Scaldera, which was something I didn't do out of wanting to conserve my bombs the first time round, but should you want to do that, you can. Again, adding to the replayability of things, there are multiple ways of taking care of the bosses as well. After you've taken out 3 enemies, he will give you a prize of 100 rupees, but one more will net you a piece of a heart. I've gotten a lot of rupees, but I think I'm gonna walk away with the piece of heart. I'd rather have that than 300 rupees, and I think I'd like to get that before getting any sort of ludicrously powerful shield, or did he say like, I don't think he said ludicrously, though, but I like using my own adjectives. That much is clear from listening to me for any stretch of time. This completes the heart container. 20 hearts. That's it. You might remember that I've been saying lately that I wanted bugs for some kind of purpose. I'd like to announce to you today that I am building an army. Or rather, like I said, that's what I'd like to announce to you. Instead, we're gonna be juicing down some bugs to do something that I have been hyping for a little while of being extremely powerful. I'll meet you up into the sky to let you into my Grandmaster plan. If you want to win that shield, you gotta win a lot of fights. So I got a plan for you to make it a little bit easier. I've switched around my equipment a bit. I no longer have my treasure medal on me, as it's not gonna help me in a fight. I put away my glittering spores that I've still yet to use, but not to worry, we will use those up before everything is said and done. And just all around shifted things around a bit more. The big one that I suggest taking with you is your potion medal. There's only one of these, and you get it from a goddess cube chest. I said the potion medal was very overpowered for something coming up. I suggest that you buy a guardian potion. It reduces damage you will take over a little bit of time. Facing your opponent who's a little bit out of your league, this is the potion for you. Doesn't come cheap, it's 200 rupees, but we've gotten more than that from just beating the bosses that we were fighting right now, where I actually don't know if we really did though, but I think we had like 667 rupees before we did, so hopefully. And damage reduction is nice, but it's not as nice as what happens if you infuse a guardian potion. For some not difficult to find bugs and 40 rupees, it prevents you from losing any hearts at all. You are invincible. This is very cost effective for what it does, easily worth the money, and you should totally do it. Guardian Potion Plus prevents you from sustaining any damage for 3 minutes. That's rather great. Out of all those bugs, the Pharaon Grasshopper is probably the most remote, and you can find it in pots in the sealed grounds and the sealed temple. This next thing that I'm doing at the scrap shop isn't helpful for preparations, but I kind of just want to do it anyway while we're up here. Shakes fist, but I still can't do this. I thought it would be nice to do the final upgrade while I can go get a Hornet Larva. A Hornet Larva. Hello. There's a chest in the first area that I never got. I am so sorry if you're obsessive compulsive like I am and you were telling me like, hey, Chaga, go back and get that chest, and you've been wanting to have it happen all this time. I know your pain. I really, really know your pain. Happens to me so much when I watch other people play video games. But now, rather than continuously ripping off a bandage for you for several months, I shall gently soothe the skin by placing the bandage right back where I found it. If we didn't make a net profit in getting that Guardian Potion before, now we definitely did. And, oh, is there a Gossip Stone around here? There is! What a fruitful trip back here. Okay, I get you. It's been a while so that we've had the bow and I haven't shot a Gossip Stone with it all this time, so maybe we can get another little bonus out of this while we're making our preparations. You will get a green rupee every time that you use up an arrow on one of these guys. I do not recommend making your money this way, but it's kind of a fun thing that you can do if you're a little bit short. I think it is a very loose reference back to Zelda 1 when your rupees and arrows shared the same counter, but that is just a theory of mine. Okay, so this really has nothing to do with us being able to win those fights. I just wanted to have it while I had my 20 heart containers, because I wanted to feel doubly accomplished, okay? Feels good to have every upgrade of every item. After making all these preparations, definitely save. Why wouldn't you? There is a bird statue right here, and a full heal for good reason. But wait, I hear you call out. Why would you recommend getting a potion for this thing? He already told you that you can't use any of your pouch items, and your adventure pouch aside from your shield is cut off from you, so why? You can't use items from your adventure pouch during it. However, if you drink the potion and then talk to him, you get around this technicality. And even though you can't use the items, passive ones do stay in effect. This makes you impervious to damage for 3 minutes, doubled by the potion medal, making it 6 minutes. You can get through most of these battles within that time if you are practiced up. Now, I can't think of who I'd want to fight first. The thing is, with how much I've played Skyward Sword over the years and how much I've done these fights, I don't feel like any boss particularly gives me any trouble, so I think I'm actually going to do Girahim 1 once again. I just want to get a quick win, getting as many wins out of this Guardian Potion as I possibly can before it's trouble. And I guess by getting this out of the way, I kind of assure that I don't get an easy boss fight as one of my last uses of the Guardian Potion. I know not everyone's going to agree with my decision making right here, but just as someone who doesn't have a lot of trouble, I think this is the way I want to do it. 1 minute for the first boss encounter, definitely not bad. You don't need to manage your time too much, especially because you don't have any say in what fight you're getting, but just get as many wins under your belt as you possibly can. Oh, excuse me, I'm such a hack. It is worth mentioning that on repeat visits, if you do beat your previous time, you can get 50 rupees out of it. Might be a decent way of grinding money if you just let yourself barely win each time, but it's not something that I think is really needed at this point. Oh, and if you're wondering what the piece of heart is the second time around, it's replaced by 200 rupees to bridge the gap between 100 and 300. None too exciting. Hey, you can talk to these guys during the first Imprisoned fight. Okay, that voice clip is pretty awesome. Link, look at the beast's forehead. Do you see the ceiling spike embedded there? Drive the spike back into its head. Put a stop to its rampage. I guess my memory's a little fuzzy. Maybe I would have preferred it if Groose always lived down here, so I just imagined it that way, and that's what the Thunder Dragon did when he recreated this place. Ah! I didn't know you could do that! For a second there, I was thinking, like, wait, is it gonna travel through me? No, that's kind of incredible that they thought. No, where are you going, Groose? Where are you going? No, I need you. I need you. I'm taking up way too much time. If you're wondering how I could have possibly taken more than 3 minutes to do this fight, it's actually because I've missed the jump onto his head 4 times in a row. I hope Link is still close to him because my time is running out. Where? Groose? Groose! No! Are you kidding me right now? And my time is almost right. Okay, well, it didn't work out quite so awesome for me, but it is a great tip nonetheless. That can make things easier for you. Wow, I am just failing on all cylinders here today. Freaking 5 stars right there. Am I gonna need to actually deal with those little toesy woesies? I certainly hope not. 4 minutes. Never has this fight taken me even half this long. All right, let's hop onto your head. I guess it wasn't really as infallible as I thought it was. Hop onto you, and no! I need to stun him with Groose to be able to do that. Okay. I guess I'll try to stand out of the way. All right, boom. Come on. All right, so you're you're all the... Oh, God, you're all the way over there. No, you're on the move and very quickly. I don't like that. It's cowering right now, but by the time I get over there, I'll probably be back up again. Maybe. No. Ouch. I might actually fail this. Only took me 5 minutes and 28 seconds, Granny! I was starting to worry I'd have to yell at Granny to please not open the knocking at her door. The strategy wasn't horrible for me. I was able to... Come on. Tell me. I want to know how many enemies I've killed. I think it's 5 or 6. 300 rupees. Rare treasure is the next prize. I don't think that's worth more than 300 rupees personally, considering we know where to get all of them by now, but to each their own. Number 6. So I did 5 of them without losing the Guardian Potion. Half of the opponents that we can possibly fight. And hey, Tenellis! Wow, good timing. I was wanting to show this. In addition to having the increased damage to our Master Sword, we do have the fully powered Skyward Strike, enabling us to hit the tentacles from a lot farther away. Of course, it would help if I could actually hit one. Did hit one, hit 2 there. And there's something that I didn't do in our first encounter with this guy that I'd like to show off that is a pretty good tactic. I don't like that how... I don't like that there's the wood getting in your way right there, where you do get the aim right, the wood just breaks your Skyward Strike somehow. It's that when you have many tentacles close together, do a Skyward spin attack and you can knock them off at the same time. You might also hit a third one in the crossfire from just launching the beam in the process. I haven't used Skyward spin attacks too often throughout this journey, just because they don't really have that much practical use, I guess, because they take doubly, or I guess not doubly time to charge up though, but they eat up stamina and take time to charge up at the same time, so I'm never really that inclined to use it. But Tenellis, definitely a good time to use it, especially if you have the fully powered Master Sword. I am not on my game today. That's the first time I've ever failed that. So much for Tenellis was going to be the most time-consuming one of them all for me. After that, we get 500 rupees for doing yet another fight. I am not complaining about a nice, easy fight after the time I have had here today. That brings us to what we've come for, the absurdly sturdy shield. That is the adjective that he chose to use. Now all that really matters is what fight I'm gonna get for this. Oh boy! This could not have gone to a better fight. Wow. I should probably have my whip out before he attacks me. Alright, summon your army of the undead that amounts to 3 soldiers that died as soon as they were born. I guess maybe I could argue that they won't remember a thing. Kind of gruesome when you really think about it. Come on. Come on. Got you. Don't even care that you still have one of those, or both, 2 of the arms that I didn't cut up. Whoa, buddy, how am I supposed to get close to you if you're doing that? Just saying, you should probably think about things like that. I mean, I'd like it. I don't know about you, but I would. Ha! There go your legs. There goes part of your chest plate. There goes the rest. Now, let's not get off calibration and actually hit him in the center, or just beat him in one hit. That works too. Well done! Spectacular skills on display once again. Here's how long it took you to finish Koloktos. All too long. Hey, you know what? That was your first time reliving that battle. Let's celebrate with a little prize for your efforts. Here's 50 rupees. Go on then, take it. Quit now, and you'll get yourself a not too shabby, absurdly sturdy shield. 2,000 rupees if I continue. I don't need money for anything anymore. There are other prizes that can be gained from this, but because we have not fought every single boss fight, they're not all available to us. I don't feel any need to go over that right now. I just want my shield, as it's been hyped up for way too long. I don't know why that gossip stone was there, making you think that maybe you could do this on the previous visit, but let's take it. We obtained the Hylian shield. I love this idea. In a prequel that takes place before the rest of the Zelda series, shields aren't as far along enough in technology for them to be something you don't have to worry about. They have durability. So, the regular shield in all later Zelda titles is the most powerful one here because that never had durability. I find that brilliant, and I also think it's just a really great way to feel like you've come a long way by having the Master Sword and Hylian shield together at last. Because I'd argue the shield is even more iconic of Link than the sword is. Come back for a battle anytime. You know where to find me. Indeed I do. I love this guy. I associate this song most so with him just because he's so easy to go find. You have this whole challenge and minigame, and whenever you go and see him, this is the song that you hear. I like it a lot. Now, that is not everything that I want to go over in Lanayru Gorge. You might recall that I was telling you that be careful about activating that scene with Golo the Goron, as that can mess up your save data. I was slightly wrong about that. It is Golo the Goron that messes it up, and it is a scene of talking to him, but it's not the one that I was saying. It's fine as long as you don't go back and talk to him after you have saved the Thunder Dragon. The conversation that I'm about to show you right now is the one that can muck up your save data if you have talked to him too early. Link, you made it to the dragon's territory. I am so jealous! You outdid me again, bud! It's comical, but you're not going to be laughing for long if you did this early and don't have reliable internet that your Wii can connect to. It's problematic. Now, I can't do it. Let's go to the item check and see the fruits of our efforts. All the more reason to love the Thunder Dragon. The official name of that minigame, it never got brought up. It's called the Lightning Round. I find that very classy, just a very, very good pun there. Works on so many levels. I am certainly somebody who can be an expert on this topic and be the one to tell about it. I'll take my Hylian shield, thank you very much. And I'll take my glittering spores while I'm at it now that I've used my guardian potion. Don't need my potion medal any longer. I don't need my treasure medal anymore now that I have all the upgrades. They're only really good for selling, so why not? Large seed satchel. Might as well have large versions of all of the ammo upgrades at the same time. That's something we haven't done before. I think that'd be a pretty good use of our space, which is now freeing up since we don't need as much stuff anymore. And let's equip. Beautiful, ain't she? Even has a nice, shiny durability gauge right there just to remind you all the time of how awesome you are for making it that far into the boss rush. Sir, would you want to see if my shield is in need of a repair? What's all this nonsense? You don't even have any shields that need fixing. Yeah, isn't it beautiful? I like shield durability, but this was a great way of just ending that mechanic for now, and a great way to make you feel so accomplished about your efforts. However, it does kind of suck if you have unused purple potions. Anyway, with the Hylian shield and so many other things in our pockets, including our 20th heart container, I say we've made awesome progress. Next time on The Legend of Zelda Skyward Sword, we're gonna go into the Thunderhead and meet with Levias. It's time for us to finish the Song of the Hero. See you guys then.